Namaste. Welcome again to my living yoga room. It's good to have you join me again. So this is a YIN yoga practice. So it will feel like a deep stretch, but we will actually be doing a lot more than that. So come on in, settle down to your mat, and find a comfortable seated position here. Nice long spine, relaxed shoulders. If you find it a little bit uncomfortable to find a cross-legged seated position, and you feel like your knees are trying to come up towards your heart, perhaps bringing some blocks or blankets or cushions or something that is even on both sides, underneath the thighs and the knees, may feel very comfortable and supportive. I highly recommend it anytime you're in these cross-legged seated positions. And just a little added tip. So we'll settle in here, relaxing and yet having an active long spine with a good posture. Perhaps you might close your eyes if you feel like it's safe to do so. Otherwise, you could also find a soft gaze down to the floor in front of you, or straight ahead, looking into the distance. Relax the whole body here without allowing your shoulders to slump. Feel the sit bones connecting to the blanket or the mat beneath you or the floor. Bring awareness to your feet, legs, hips, the torso, front ribs, belly, heart, and the torso in the back, shoulder blades, the spine, the whole of the back. Notice your upper shoulders and the arms and hands. Bring awareness to the back of your neck and your throat. Notice your face. Notice your mouth. Notice any particular tension anywhere. Invite your breath to go there. Especially invite the exhales to be felt there. Inhaling into that area of tension, exhaling out of that area of tension. Surrendering, letting it go. The breath looking for areas of tightness, constriction, anxiety, or stress. Feeling that area deeply. And as you exhale, inviting that area to completely let go, release, surrender. Continue to sit there and feel your body breathing. Feel the rhythm of the breath. Feel the expansions and contractions of the movement. Our theme for this practice is joy beyond the circumstances. Many of my quotes will be from the Book of Joy by the Dalai Lama and the Archbishop Desmond Tutu. So much human suffering occurs within our own head and heart. It is how we choose to act each day that matters, that makes a difference. And take a moment now to look into your heart space and discover your intention for your practice today. If you'd like an intention having to do with the theme of the practice, perhaps you can choose a phrase like, I am joy. I know in your head you might say, well, I don't feel like joy. How can I be joy? When we choose an intention, we are choosing to declare something that we deeply long for, that we deeply long to fulfill in our lives. And we state it in the present tense, giving it energy and power now, so that it reminds us every action we take, every thought that we think is working toward fulfilling that intention in the here and now. The intention could also just be one word, joy. Or perhaps you can make up an image in your mind of what you look like if you are full of joy, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of COVID-19 or any other thing that is happening in your life right now that seems difficult. What does joy look like for you in spite of the circumstances? Envision that. Feel that. Regardless of the circumstances, I choose love and joy. State that intention to yourself, whichever intention it is that you have decided upon. State it to yourself 3 times with faith and conviction, with gratitude, a smile on your face, with feeling. Feel it. What does it feel like for it to be true in your life? Slowly release the intention. Let it go. Let it rest here deep in your heart space. Let it be nurtured by your practice, by your thoughtfulness throughout the next hour. Gently open your eyes if they're still closed. Let's release our legs and give them a gentle shake. You can set the hands to the sides, tick-tock the feet side to side. You can even plant the feet wide and do some windshield wipers side to side. So the goal with our windshield wipers is not to be at high speed or even medium speed. Let's take it to slow speed windshield wipers. Perhaps you inhale to center, exhale to one side. Inhale to center, exhale to the other side. Watch the legs. Feel the legs. Listen for the breath and feel the breath. Wonderful. Let's lengthen the legs in front again. Give them a gentle shake. And we're going to come into our first position. If you happen to have blocks with you, great. They could be handy. If you don't, they're not absolutely necessary. No worries. If you haven't, have them within arm's reach. We're going to find our first position, which is butterfly. And we'll start bending the legs, drawing the bottoms of the feet together. I recommend that if you're not familiar with this practice or being in this position, you start out with the feet a little further from you. And then you could slowly work in drawing the feet a little closer. The closer the heels draw into your hips, the more activation and asking of the hips and opening that you're going to feel. This allows a little bit deeper targeting on the backs of the thighs. So find a comfortable position here. And we're going to start out upright. Take a couple of breaths here. And once you're ready, we'll start to gently bring the heart forward toward the feet. So try not to let the spine immediately collapse back. Keep the spine long at first. Slowly bring the heart forward toward the feet. Finding a forward fold position into your butterfly. Your hands can be here on the inside. You can bring them to the outside and the front. And you're looking to find just the right edge here between a challenge and a comfort throughout the hips, legs, and the spine body. This is where the blocks could be handy underneath the forearms at any level that suits you. In this practice, we are not pushing the body to any deep places that's not ready to go. We stay aware and we play like we're Goldilocks, finding just the right place for the body to settle and be in stillness for the next couple of minutes. While we're holding in each position, I will share some more wisdom quotes from the Book of Joy and other sources. Let your head rest and hang completely relaxed. If we create most of our suffering by our thoughts in our head, it should be logical that we also have the ability to create more joy. This depends on our attitudes, our perspectives, and the reactions that we bring to any situation and to our relationships with other people. When it comes to personal happiness, there is a lot that we as individuals can do simply by looking at our thoughts, looking at our perspective, looking at our attitude in the circumstances. Staying present here, allowing gravity to hold you and have you. Work with the body where it's at, not asking too much, not shying away with too little. One last deep inhale here. Long, slow exhale. Next inhale, we'll slowly walk ourselves back upright, taking your time. And we'll gently help the knees to come back up. Set the hands to the sides and take a moment to lengthen the legs and to feel the blood flow passing through and repeated with legs nice and long. You can gently do some ankle rolls here, taking the ankles around one direction and then the other. We'll also bend the legs, plant the feet wide, and tick-tock the knees side to side again, slow windshield wipers, finding a release. Staying aware, staying present. Wonderful. Let's bring the legs back out in front, and we're going to transition into a half butterfly. So let's bend the left leg, taking the bottom of the foot toward the right thigh, and leave the right leg nice and extended. Once again, if you have the blocks, they may come in handy. You can have them nearby. We'll inhale, lengthen and stretch the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Notice what you're feeling along the back of the extended leg. Notice what you're feeling along the spine, body, in the back. Hands down to the mat or the floor. Very relaxed arms and shoulders, spine, and neck. Or you can use the blocks and set the forearms. 2 blocks at any level that suits you best. It's not about how far you fold forward. It's about the experience that you're creating here in your body. Settle in. I'm keeping the time. Relax the head, relax the whole of the body. If your neck feels tense at any moment, you're welcome to have some gentle movements side to side, up and down, and then find stillness again. Remember to use the breath. Send it to where you feel tension or resistance. Joy begins and endures with an open heart. With willingness, awareness. Staying present and aware of your breath in your body, the whole being. Surrendering to stillness, to gravity, to the moment. One last deep inhale here. Long, slow exhale. Next inhale, we'll slowly use our hands to help us Back up, right. Gently unbend the left leg. You can stretch it out. Give both legs a gentle shake. Lean back a little bit. Slowly roll from one hip side to the other. Feel the gentle massage on the side of the hip here and into the buttocks as you roll from side to side. And we'll come back to the front, this time bending the right leg, bringing the bottom of the right foot to the left thigh. Inhale, deeply lengthen through the spine. Exhale, gently fold forward. Use the blocks if that feels good, or don't worry about it. Simply set the hands down. Remember the shoulders are relaxed. We're targeting long, extended leg side, up through the buttocks, into the spine area. Keep the shoulders and arms completely relaxed here. One breath at a time, one moment at a time. Joy is so much bigger than happiness. Happiness is often seen as being dependent on our circumstances, on what's going on in the moment. Joy is not. Joy goes beyond the circumstances. It is found within us, depending on our perception, our way of choosing to see things. If you feel any tension being created along the neck, gentle rolls of the head, we're working with the breath, inhaling into the areas of tension and resistance, and exhaling to invite them to surrender. One last deep inhale here. Long, slow exhale. We'll slowly help ourselves to come back upright. Straighten the right leg out. Give the legs a gentle shake. And once again, roll from hip to hip. Gentle massage here. Finding a release. Find a seated position with our legs nice and long here on the mat to do a little bit of some seated cat and cows. Let's bring the hands to heart center in a prayer position. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, press the hands forward. Extend the spine back. Tuck the chin down. Inhale, open up into the cow position, arching the back, heart forward. Exhale, close it back, finding the cat. Inhale to heart center. Exhale, press forward. Inhale, open into the cat. Exhale, close, cat. Inhale to center. Exhale, forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And coming in with the hands to heart center. Let the hands come out to either side. Inhale the arms up. And stretch, alternating with the hands. Stretch one up, stretch the other up. Lengthening through the spine. You can even work with the feet here, stretching the toes really nice and wide, and going side to side. Wonderful. All right, some shoulder rolls. Let that go. Now we're going to come onto our belly to find a Sphinx position. So find your way onto the belly here. And in Sphinx, typically we might have the shoulders above the elbows, palms down, or in a prayer position. The legs are nice and long behind you. If you notice this creates too much tension on your lower back, the first thing to try is to widen the legs out a little bit further apart. See how that is. Also notice that the pubic bone is tilting down towards the mat. If that's still too uncomfortable, you might also walk the elbows out, drop the belly down, and even walk the arms forward a little bit more. The more the belly drops down, the less intense the back bend feels. You can play around with all of this. If any of that is still uncomfortable, you can always come into crocodile with the forehead to the hands. We will find and settle here into our Sphinx position in a way that suits you. Make sure the shoulders are down, relaxed. Lengthen here through the legs. Settle in. Breathing in and breathing out. If you have a block handy, sometimes setting the forehead to the block can be just what you need. Stay present with the fact that this is not about attaining a particular look. I'm looking more for a feeling. We're creating a gentle back bend here throughout the spine. Feeling a gentle strength through the arms and the core of the body. Stay connected with the whole experience. Noticing if there's resistance, and sending the breath there. Just like being focused on what we look like is not going to bring a real satisfaction to the true practice, the true essence of yoga. Outward worldly attainments are not going to bring us real inner joyfulness either. Real joy is found on the inside. We must look on the inside. The ultimate source of happiness or of true joy is within us. I find joy within me. I find joy within me. Just a few more breaths here. Be like Goldilocks, finding just the right place here. Not settling for too little, and certainly not settling for too much or suffering in too much. Our joy is not found in suffering through a yoga position that we're not supposed to be in. We can adjust everything to suit our body just where it's at right now. And slowly, we're going to start releasing this Sphinx position. Drop down lower to the belly. Stack the hands. And set your forehead on the hands. Bend the legs, pick up the feet, and tick-tock the legs side to side. Releasing the lower back. You can do some circles around with the feet in one direction and in the other direction. We'll come back to center, lower the feet, and let's come up onto the knees for a brief child's position here. Perhaps you'd like to widen the knees apart. Let the big toes come toward one another. Allow your heart and belly and forehead to drop down to the mat. Another option for this child's position would be to bring the knees closer in underneath the ribs. If your head cannot rest to the mat or floor, bringing in the block, or stacking the hands in this fist position. Or even bringing in a folded blanket. Stay with your breath here. Connecting with the whole of the body. Sensing, experiencing. And very slowly, you'll start to bring your head up, coming up from a child's position. We're going to allow ourselves to come onto our back body. On the back body, we're going to pick up the right leg, cross it over the left, and perhaps this is good for you here, finding a shoelace position on our back. This is like if you were seated in a chair and you were crossing your legs one over the other. To create a little bit deeper feeling, we'll pick up the left leg off the mat floor and start to draw the knees in toward your heart. As you do so, you'll feel an activation here through the right buttocks area. The closer you're in, the deeper it feels. Your hands can be here at the knees, behind the outside thigh, or at either ankle. The shoulders will be relaxed. So our goal is not to feel really tense, reaching up for anything. An option here, if your arms are a little shorter, bring a strap around the top knee and hold the strap once again with the shoulders down. Settle here into your position. Relax and surrender. Perhaps have your eyes closed, tuning into your breath, tuning in to that right hip side or left hip side, having the contact against the back body. Resting in your shoelace position, relaxed and easy. Stay here and keep breathing in and out. As we discover more joy, we can face sufferings in a way that ennobles rather than embitters. We have hardships without becoming hard. And we have heartbreaks without becoming broken. Last inhale here, and long slow exhale. We'll slowly lower the feet down, keeping our legs crossed. We'll allow the arms to come out to either side, out to T, and slowly we're going to let both legs together gently fall to the left side. We're finding a twisted roots position with the legs crossed and a gentle twist here. If this feels like too much for the lower back, you can uncross the legs and simply stack them on top of one another. You can also play around with the position of the knees and the feet and adjust accordingly to make it more comfortable for the back body if there's any pinching going on that shouldn't be there. Your gaze can be up toward the sky or the ceiling, or you can gently turn your gaze in the opposite direction from your knees. Close your eyes. Relax. Notice if there's any resistance. And what the resistance is due to. What is causing the resistance? Stay with your breath here. Stay with your body. I will call you out when it's time. No need to have your eyes open. And listen to the sound of your breath. The beat of your heart. My voice as it comes and goes. When you are grateful, you are not fearful. When you are not fearful, you will not be violent or harsh. When you are grateful, you act out of a sense of enoughness and not out of a sense of scarcity. When you are grateful, you enjoy the differences between people and are respectful to all. Gratitude is a key to joyfulness. Grateful people are joyful people. A grateful world is a happy world. Last inhale. Long, slow exhale here. If your head is turned to one side, gently begin to bring it back to center. Slowly start to roll your knees back upright. Uncross the legs. Widen the feet, tip-top the knees side to side to find a gentle release. Lengthen the legs and allow the arms to lengthen and come up overhead. Find a full body stretch here. You can yawn. As you inhale, reach out through the bottoms of the feet and through your fingertips. Tighten, stretch, and as you exhale, Release. Inhale, stretch, tighten, stretch, 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 and exhale. Release. Before doing our shoelace and twisted roots to the other side, I'm going to do a little bit of waterfall. With waterfall, you can also choose the option of doing legs up a chair. So you could bring in a chair and then put your calves and feet onto a chair like this. You could also bring yourself to a wall. Come up to the wall and put your heels up toward the wall. If you have a blanket or a block, you can do waterfall without those props. We'll have our legs bent, feet down. We'll lift the hips, bring the blanket underneath to help the hips lift. And as you're ready, you'll pick up the legs and feet, lengthen them up. And what the blanket does here is it helps the buttocks lift so that the legs stay upward and you don't have to hold them. The arms can be down at the sides. And I'm using absolutely no effort here to hold my legs up. My lifted buttocks are doing the work for me. Settle in. Perhaps your legs are just here. That's perfectly okay. Wherever they're at in this upright position is just where they're meant to be. Release and let go. Be free like a waterfall. A waterfall that flows with joy beyond all the circumstances. Notice how the breath moves in and out of your body in this position, how the feet feel. If at any time you feel numbness, tingling in your feet or legs, feel free to definitely bend the legs for a bit. Let them lower. You can do some ankle rolls and then see if you can come back into the position. Once again, we are not suffering through anything. We're finding joy in our circumstances. Working with our body just like that. One last inhale here. Long, slow exhale. Slowly bend the legs. Draw the feet down. Remove the blanket or block from underneath Make the feet wide again. And do the slow windshield wiper side to side. Move your head with it. Gentle rolls of the head, side to side. We'll come back to center. The knees and thighs again, hips distance apart. And now we'll go to the other side. Left leg lifts, completely crosses over the right thigh. You can stay here, or as you're ready, you will slowly lift the right foot up. Draw the knees closer in to the heart. Hands to the knees here, at the ankles, or behind the outside thigh, or even using the strap here, but making sure that we're not reaching up for the strap like this. We want these shoulders relaxed and down. Behind shoelace, settle in. Close your eyes. Find a soft gaze. Listen for your breathing. Sense from your body. Keep your heart open. Joy begins and endures with an open heart, with a willing heart. Joy within begins and endures with my open heart. My open heart. Deep inhale, long slow exhale. Next inhale, we'll slowly lower the legs back down, uncross. Take a nice long body stretch here. And the legs again. Cross the left over the right once again. Allow the arms to come out to either side. We're keeping that right foot down this time. And slowly we're going to roll knees to the right side, finding the twisted roots position. Again here, if you feel too much tension in the lower back, You can uncross the legs and stack them on top of one another. You can adjust that lower hip a little bit, or how close or far your feet are from your buttocks. Once you found a better position for your body, you can choose where you would like to place your head, eyes straight up toward the sky, or turning your gaze in the opposite direction from the knees. Settle, surrender. Perhaps close your eyes. Not worrying about looking at what I'm doing, how my body looks. Instead, centering in on how you are feeling and what your body is doing. Stay here, settled. Surrender. Noticing the open heart in this position. An open heart can be a grateful heart. And gratitude is a gateway to joy. An open heart can be a grateful heart. And gratitude is my gateway to joy. One last deep inhale here. Long, slow exhale. As you inhale, begin to bring your gaze back to center. Inhale, bring the knees back up to center, uncross the legs. Take a nice full stretch here. Resetting the spine, lengthening the spine. And if it feels good for you to do so, you can bring in your knees for a knees to chest hug, rock side to side, or come into a happy baby, bringing the knees outward, legs bent. Feet can be here, here, here. What you do with the arms is up to you. You can bring them around. You can bring the hands here, or here, here, or here. Whatever works for you. In Happy Baby, you can also rock side to side. So, with Happy Baby, you can just enjoy the rocking movement. If you'd like to target deep or open out the hips area, the buttocks will come down a little bit more and the knees bend toward the armpits. If you want to feel a little more rounding of the spine, let the buttocks come up a little bit more and feel a little bit nice stretching on the spine. Play around like a happy baby does. See what you feel. Great. We'll bring the knees in together with one more. There's the chest hug. And surrender for your Shavasana. Let the shoulder blades settle nice and flat to the mat. Arms and legs a little bit away from the body. If it's uncomfortable for the lower back, go ahead and bend the knees, plant the feet. Settle in here to your corpse pose, your Shavasana. Allow yourself to be breathed. Relax, release. Simply let go. Surrender the whole weight of your body down to the mat. I will call you out when it's time. No need to look at the screen. Listen for my voice. As it goes in and out. Relax the whole of the body. Relax the whole of the body. Feel a sense of joy all around you. Feel a sense of joy coming in through your nose with your breath. Feel a sense of joy coming out through your nose with your breath. Breathing in joy. Breathing out joy. Breathing in, I find joy within me. Breathing out, I find joy outside of me. Begin to deepen your breath, deep inhales, long, slow exhales. Into wiggles and toes and fingers, roll the wrists or ankles. Reawaken the body, gentle rolls of the head. Slowly turning onto the side body into a fetal position, supporting the head with an arm if that feels good. And here, as you breathe, recall your intention again. Say it again to yourself, again with a smile on your face, gratitude in your heart, and a faith and a belief in your whole being. Living this intention in your mind's eye, in your heart space. Slowly we'll rise back up to seated. Use your hands to help you up. Finding a comfortable seated position here. Bringing our hands to heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful practice and your presence with me today. It's my honor to share yoga with you. I hear you, I see you, and I feel you. Namaste.